This is an emergency Bitcoin update as right now Bitcoin is in straight up free fall mode, coming right down to that $97,000 level. Got to give a major shout out to the Casper Crew VIP Discord. We are up right now $13,000 in profit from the short setup given in the Casper Crew VIP Discord on January 21st. Looking to take that short down from $106,000 right below 97,000. As you can see, we're coming right to that support, 97,000 that we were looking for. What is going to happen next? We're going to be talking about it today, so make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications, because we're bringing you the juiciest crypto updates here on YouTube. This is absolutely crucial right now, so let's talk about what has happened and what is happening right now. First of all, on the daily time frame, as we all know, we've been trading in this sideways range since basically Trump won the election. Bitcoin pumped all the way up to a new all-time high, $108,000, and then we can see right here we made a higher high like this. And Market Cipher B made a lower high. If we turn on our indicator, Market Cipher B, the best trading indicator on TradingView, you can see that we got something known as the upside down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man boob pattern, which is basically this. As the price is coming up to new highs, our high school crush rejects us. And the reason why she rejects us is because she's not into nice guys like your boy Jason Casper. She's into jerks, all right? And we don't know why. Like, we think we're a good guy, but she's just not into us. She's into, like, a criminal who spends his time stealing money from people, living in the Bahamas, giving money to governments, and doing methamphetamines. Now, Sam Bankman-Fried, of course, is the reason why our girl dumped us in high school, but if we take a look at his man boobs, what do we see about them? Very uneven. As the price is getting higher, as we're getting rejected by our high school crush because she's into jerks, we can see his man boobs are getting lower, and if we go ahead and superimpose the boobs onto the chart, we can see, bam, we got the bearish divergence lining up perfectly. Oh my goodness. Now, what is happening? First of all, I do need to say that on January 20th, I told the Casper Crew VIP Discord during the New York Open livestream that I had opened up a short from this area for the simple reason that we got that higher high with the bear div, and for that reason, I'm going to take a hedge trade. So if you're in the Casper Crew, you shorted on Monday the 20th of January from around $107,600, and then of course we gave the setup from $106,000, and we're currently coming to the area where we are looking for a bounce. By the way, if you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord, you can go to jasoncaspertrading.com. Click the link to join the best, most thriving crypto and other asset trading community in the world, where we have multiple instructors multiple times a day giving you live streams, giving their setups, telling you what they're looking for. Also, guys, if you want to trade WEEX right now, best deal on fees over on WEEX, all right? Link in the pinned comment and description. Also, BLOFIN is currently offering 10% cash back for everything that you deposit if you're trading futures. I'm also currently trading on ByBit and MEXC if you have the ability to KYC. Now, as you can see, the Bitcoin price is coming down to our first major support, which is going to be that area right at the high volume node of this range, right? We're saying that if we're not going to hold 104,665, well, there's a really, most probable, we're going to come down to that high volume node of the range, right around $97,000. And if we pull our Fibonacci from the low to the high, you can see two things. First of all, we're coming also to the Fibonacci golden pocket. This is a major area of support. And if this is going to continue bullishly, where we have our low, we have our higher high, breaking the previous lower high in the downtrend market structure, and now we're looking for that higher low to come in, the most probable place that it's going to come in is in between that 618 Fibonacci all the way down to our 786 Fibonacci, and this gives us two major zones to look for a bounce in a bullish case scenario. Zone number one is literally where we're at right now. Zone number two is going to be down here where we have our 786, the value area low, and the 886 Fibonacci. If this is going to continue bullishly and we're going to make a higher low and then a higher high, it's going to have to happen in here. And if not, then we are going to break down from the range, and we're going to see Bitcoin come down to the next support at around $85,000, which is just the low of the range, right? I'm not trying to be a bearer of bad news, but simply put, we have the highs of the range right around here at 108, and we have the lows of the range right around here at 85K. This is a sideways range. If we're not going to hold supports within the range, we expect the low of the range to be hit. So how do we know if we are going to get a bounce? Well, we want to look at our indicator, Market Cipher B, and see what we can see. What we do want to see as the price is getting lower is we want to see bottom signals. What do those look like? We want to see something called a bullish divergence. A bullish divergence is as the price is getting lower, we want to see the money flow, this purple stuff on Market Cipher B, starting to get higher. We also want to see the momentum waves starting to get higher here as well. Now, it is a weekend, which means low volume, So we expect that really the bottom probably is not going to happen today, although it could. So here's what I'm looking for. First of all, if we can reclaim this low right here at about 97,340 and hold above it, in my opinion, that does give us a long entry where, okay, we came down to key support. We're starting to reclaim what used to be support is now resistance. We're reclaiming it. We could look for a move back to the top. The second thing we can do is wait for the weekend, wait for tomorrow, where we start to form a little bit of a range here. And as we form a little bit of a range here, if we get another big drop to the downside, but we're seeing market cipher B is giving us that coveted kind of like that uneven butt cheek pattern with a juicy left butt cheek full of gravy and ravioli, and then a skinny right butt cheek full of no gravy, no ravioli, just a cardio bunny, only eating salads, thinking you're going to be attractive that way. No, you got to eat those calories, girl. You got to squat and deadlift that heavy weight if you want those juicy left butt cheeks. If we see something like this, guys, that is also a long entry right here. And of course, there's a billion scalp trades that you could take, but this is what we're looking for as we are at key support, right? A level don't mean a peak if it ain't got that cheek. So we want to wait and see if we're coming down to this area. Are we seeing bullish divergences on the oscillator? And if we don't see bullish divergences, then what we do is we patiently wait for either A, the divergences to appear where we're at, or B, we wait for lower levels where we look for the bounce. So the next major zone of support that we're going to be looking for the bounce is going to be coming down around the low of the range. Why is this? Because according to volume theory, like we've already witnessed from losing this level at 104.5, if we lose the POC at $97,000 and we close daily candles below the level, the most probable thing is that we make our way down to the low of the range. Now, I do want to point out a few concerning things, a few concerning bearish things. Again, we're just looking at a chart. We're not trying to be super bearish, but I do just want to point out the fact that when we close that first daily candle below this value area high, that was a harbinger of things to come. So really take a look at this daily candle close today and tomorrow, guys. Are we holding below 97,000? If so, most probable is lower. But I want to take a look at this weekly time frame, which is quite concerning because in only 5 hours 45 minutes, we're going to confirm a bearish divergence on market cipher B on the weekly time frame. We're going to confirm the upside down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man-boo pattern on the weekly time frame for Bitcoin. What does this mean? This means, guys, if this confirms, the most probable thing is within the next few weeks, we do see more downside here, coming back down toward the low of the range. All right, so I'm not saying it's guaranteed to happen, but we need to understand that these higher term time frame charts tell us what is most probable to happen in the coming days. Doesn't mean we're going to go straight down, right? Look, we closed the daily candle below this level back on the 20th of January when I told my crew that I was entering into a short trade, right? And then, of course, that candle close was a harbinger of making the lower low, the lower high, and now making the lower low. So we need to really pay attention. Today's candle close below that POC 97. Also, the weekly bear div. Is it going to confirm? This red dot confirmed on market cipher B. That is a harbinger of lower things to come. So right now, the most important levels are where we're currently at right now at around $97,000. If we lose that, then we are looking back down to our next major zone between $91,000 and $93,000. And of course, we're going to be looking for those uneven butt cheek patterns. Let's take a look at some higher term time frame analysis here. I want to take a look at the weekly once again and just point out the fact, guys, that of course I'm not trying to be ultra bearish here, but if these bear divs do play out, there is a chance that we backtest the major support resistance flip at the low 70s. And again, I know nobody likes to hear this. I know people thumbs down my videos when I talk about this potential, but you have to understand, even in a bull market, you get pullbacks. And, you know, I don't believe the top is in yet. I really don't. But look at this uptrend here. Right? This uptrend that we've been in since 2022, we get big moves to the upside, then we get pullbacks. We get big moves to the upside, we get pullbacks. Take a look at some of these pullbacks that we've had here. Like in 2023 in the summer, a 30% pullback over here from that $74,000 down to here, a 33% pullback. If we come down to retest this level, that is going to be about a 33% pullback. So it's normal to get 30% pullbacks in an uptrend. And so we can't just be blind to the fact that this is a real possibility, because this, in my opinion, is the last major trade for Bitcoin. Everyone says, Jason, should I buy Bitcoin now? Should I buy Bitcoin now? Trump just got elected. Look, if you're not already in Bitcoin from these low prices, when we've been screaming from the top of our lungs, buy, 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 buy under 20K, buy under 30K, right? Then you honestly either, you know, could buy the top, which you know, it might work out for you. We might just break out and hit new all-time highs. Of course, that's a possibility. But if we're being responsible and we're actually investing and not just gambling based on the hype, this is the opportunity of the bull market, the last major opportunity of the bull market, because we're going to come down to backtest what was literally resistance for 3 years. Okay, a 3-year resistance. When you retest that, it will most likely act as a very strong support, which could catapult us to that final all-time high, where we expect, you know, around the summer, fall of 2025 to actually top out for Bitcoin. So I know people hate when I talk about that. Of course, we don't have to come down to the low 70s. 85K is our first major support. Then we have 77.5, and then we have this major zone back at the low 70s. I also want to take a look at ETH real quick, guys, because ETH, as you know, well, maybe you don't know, make sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell, is back into our buy zone here. So here's the deal with ETH. I'm bullish on ETH. I believe we have one more big push for ETH into the top of the bull market, and this is the area where I am looking for that last accumulation coming back down to test this massive trend line of the entire last bull and bear market, finally giving us the breakout to hit that $8,500 ETH. So ETH right now is dipping back into my buy zone, and I know people are scared right now. Things don't look the most bullish. We've got bear divs even on ETH here on the weekly. But based on the 4-year cycle, and this is what I'm going on, of course, this is not financial advice. Based on the 4-year cycle, we have one more big push up for a new all-time high in 2025. And so this is where I'm actually looking for ETH. I have not sold any of my spot ETH yet, okay? I hold quite a bit of ETH on spot. I've not sold any of my spot ETH. I've sold Bitcoin on spot at 80K, at 100K, plan to sell at 120K. I've not sold any of my spot ETH yet because we have not even hit a new all-time high. So overall, I know things look bearish, but I still believe that we are going to see new highs in 2025. If we get some pullback, let's assume the worst. This is actually a good case scenario if we're looking to really make out for the first half of 2025. And of course, right now we know our key levels, 97K, and then 91 to 93K, and then 85K. Those are going to be our major areas of support. So make sure to like, subscribe, click the bell. Make sure to sign up over on BLOFIN if you want 10% cash back. Make sure to sign up over on WEEX if you want very, very low fees. Shout out to the Casper crew at jasoncaspertrading.com, taking the trade setup, giving it in advance, up $13,000 right now, 10K in the bank, baby. Well, unrealized, but you know what I'm saying. That being said, God bless everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed, and I will see everybody in the next video. Peace!